All right, guys, Tech Made Easy here. I am redoing one of my most popular videos because of a lot of feedback I got. And I really wanted to go in even deeper into comparing the newer Select Cut here on the right. Okay, the Select Cut's on the right. That's the double blade 2020 model right there. On the left side, I am comparing a model that should be compared to it. This is the LM2102sp. Now these are, both self-propelled models. And people are like, should I save the extra $150 and just get the previous model? Okay, now they did have a model in between these two. Okay, it was the LM2133. Okay, basically that is a walk behind. It is not a self-propelled. Okay, so they came out with, a Select Cut, so it's got the multi-blade system, but it is a walk behind. It doesn't do self-propelled. So I wasn't going to show that. So these two are the comparisons of what you find in Home Depot and Ace Hardware, and sometimes on Amazon as well. So look, this is going to be a long video. I'm going to show you a lot of detail. So I want to help you make the decision on which one to buy. And I have found a lot out in the last couple of months that I want to share with you. Okay, so keep that in mind. So I did do, I don't know if you see this diagram, but boy, I went online and I just said, let me start grabbing what I could. The problem with getting information, especially some technical information, is Ego doesn't do a good job with their website when it comes to like the nitty gritty, like the weight of the mower. You can't find that on their website, Also, they make a PDF, which is really nice, that shows all of their products, but it's like United Kingdoms and other that. It's not made for the US, and the problem is some of the model numbers they're showing don't coincide with the model numbers that we have here in the US. So, look, I know this is big in Canada also. I've got a couple of Canada fans. Thank you so much, guys. Love you guys. I have a cousin in Toronto, so shout out there. But let me go. What I want to do is I'm going to start off going over what is the same with these two mowers. I'm going to then go into what's different, and then I'm going to be doing some demonstrations. I'm actually going to do a cut demonstration as well. So it's going to be a little chopped up, this video, but it'll come out very smooth on your side. Okay, so let's start off with what's the same. All right, first off, these are both 56 volt self-propelled battery operated mowers. Very simple there, right? Again, some people are like, we know that already, and some people don't know it. They want to learn more. So I have to really, I have to speak to all audiences, okay? The mowers include a lithium-ion battery, which is 7.5 amp on these two kits, okay? And I'll give you the model numbers again real quick. So again, on the right side, the Select Cut is the LM2135sp. All right, on the left side, you have the LM2102sp. Okay, there you go. So again, they both come with 7.5 amp lithium-ion battery. They both come with a fast charger. I'm going to show you the battery in a minute. Okay. Now, one big difference on the newer model is they give you the better battery. Now, why is it better? I will show you. All right. Let me take the battery out, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to do a lot of showing today. I'm going to talk, but I'm also going to show. So this battery is almost drained, but I'm going to go ahead and bring it over here. I'm going to put it in a spot that's a little darker, and I'm going to show you the older version of the battery and the newer version of the battery, and why. It could be one of the reasons why you might choose the Select Cut, the newer model, the more updated model. So on my left side, I have the BT 4200. On the right side, I have the BT 4200T, as in Tom. And they look the same, right? You're like, Alan, come on, man. They look the same. Oh, they're not. So you go in to mow your lawn, and you're like, all right, let me check my battery. Oh, wow, it's green. Wonderful. You go out and you start mowing. The next thing you know, it turns red. It means you have about 25% left of your battery, so you can't really mow your whole lawn. The newer model in the Select Cut, the BT4200T, actually will show you how many meters. Now you see I'm down to 1, but it actually has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 meters. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100%. That is huge, because if I go out to mow my lawn right now, I press this button and I'm like, oh, I don't have enough battery. I'm going to go ahead and charge this, or hopefully I have a second one, because I don't want to go out, start mowing, and change my battery within 10 to 15 minutes. So guys, that's a huge deal. Okay, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave this battery out of the mower for now, because as I do my cutting demos, I need to make sure that I actually have batteries that are fully charged. So let me go ahead and put this BT4200 in here. And, you know, putting the battery in is not bad. You know, you put it in, push it down so it clicks. When you want to pop it out on this one, you just pull that handle. You see that little green handle? You just pull it up. So let me show you, because it's kind of placement. See this here? So you just pop it out. All right, I'll leave that in for now. Let's go over more of the same again, but then there are going to be some differences. So the bag and the side charger are included. So you do get your bag. No big deal, right? A basic bag. It does the job. Okay, but again, there's some people out there going, God, what does the bag look like? Now, the side discharger actually goes on the back of the mower. On the back of the mower, and it actually side discharges from the back. Okay. So that's what that looks like. I don't side discharge. I don't. I either mulch or I bag. But some people want to do it. You can. All right, so you're going to install that in the back, and then you're going to basically side discharge when you need to. Okay. So there you go. Handle adjustment. So there's two things I want to show you, because the handles on these mowers are adjustable. And honestly, I still haven't seen another company that came out with a mower that has a handle as adjustable, at least on the battery operated side. So, here is, so basically you have 3 settings. Okay. Let me move this out more. All right, so you this is all the way up for me because I'm tall, so that works for me. But I can go down one more if I want, and I can go down one more if I want. Now, if someone wants measurements, guess what? I have a measuring tape. I'm trying to think of every single detail that you might want to see. Okay, handle on the lowest setting. Handle on the lowest setting right now, guys, is about 37.5 inches. I would say 37 inches. Okay, if you're standing in front of this, you know. So again, what if you're not a tall person? No big deal. You can adjust the height. The next setting, I got to make sure I get all of them. The next setting is going to bring this up to, again, guys, with a camera, looks about 42 and a half. No, about 42. So look at that. Okay, that's pretty good. And then the highest, which works for me, is going to bring the handle up about 46 and a half. I'm seeing about 46 and a half. Well, hold on, let me straighten this this tape measure, guys. Yeah, about 46. Okay, so as you can see, lowest part, straight measuring tape, lowest part with the handle 37.5 on the lowest, if I got that correct. All right, 37.5. All right, middle one. Again, real quick. Middle one. 42. 42 around there. And at the highest, back's not doing good today. And at the highest, we're looking at about 46. Okay, guys, so give or take a quarter of an inch. Kind of hard to hold the camera and do all this, but just wanted to show you that. I don't know, I've never seen that done, and I think, you know, people want to see those things. Now, one of the other advantages I'm going to show you in a second is I'm going to bring this mower up front, and I'm going to show you one of the advantages of a height adjustable handle. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. So here's one of the advantages. When I go to mow under these trees, these bushes, these are holly bushes. When I go to mow under these bushes, if this handle didn't go down, you know, it's a lot harder to get underneath. You see what I'm saying? So when I can drop this handle, and I think this is a great demo, when I can go ahead and drop this handle down to the lowest setting, I want you to see the difference. You know what I mean? I can get down underneath this bush a lot better. To me, again, that's one of the advantages of the 3-position handle adjustment. All right? So, especially when you got big bushes like this and you need to get underneath, and you don't want your bar smacking up against the bushes, and that's not a problem. It's just a point of being able to get underneath, okay? So I hope that helps. All right, guys, I'm back. There's Brooklyn hanging out watching me do this video. All right, so let's go. I'm almost finished now on what's the same. So here's the other thing. What's the same, right? The brushless motor, excuse me. You know, when I first did my first video, you know, again, Ego doesn't list the 2102 on their website with a brushless mower. They didn't put that in the specs. And they did on the Select Cut and a few other models. So I'm like, come on, guys. They also wrote brushless. And you can see that down here. All right, it says brushless. Brushless. You know what I mean? They didn't do that on the other motor. On the other model, excuse me. So, you know, again, some of these things, you know, because you want to give the correct information. Okay, guys, I just want to bring up a diagram real quick so, you know, you can just kind of see brushed versus brushless. Look, I'm not going to get too technical, but the bottom line is people ask why a brushless motor is better. And here are the 3 reasons. Number 1, you know, brushless is known to last longer, okay? So, you know, brushless tools, in this case, are mowers. You're going to get more power compared to a brushed motor. And it is also quieter. Okay? So there are your reasons. I hope this is helpful. So, now, what is different? Well, actually, no. I'm going to continue with what's the same. So, they both are 21-inch decks. They're polymer, composite, lightweight, and strong decks. Okay, they do make a steel model as well. It's an older model, but they still make it if someone wants a model with steel. But they're not going to get all of the latest and greatest, especially with some of the changes in the Select Cut model here. But 21-inch. They're both of these are 3-in-1, right? They bag, 3-in-1 mowers. They bag, they side discharge, and they mulch. That's the same. The wheels, they're ball-bearing wheels. So the rear wheels are 21-inch, 9-inch on the rear wheels. And on the front, they're 7-inch. Okay? So you want to, you know, and again, if you've not had a mower with ball-bearing wheels, and I'll tell you, my neighbor's like 90 years old, and that was one of the things he always said, I love that my mowers have ball bearing wheels because they're extremely easy to push. You know, I mean, it just keeps rolling. It makes the job a whole lot easier when you have ball bearing wheels. Okay. All right. Oh, all right, guys. The weight on both of these machines is the same. It's 54.5 pounds. And you'll see another mower that I'm going to be doing a review for. That's got a steel deck. It's a battery powered by another manufacturer. You'll be seeing that coming up soon. But that thing's 75 pounds. So anyway, push button start. So starting these up is a little different, but I'm going to show you it's the same. Actually, it's the same starting it up. Other things are different. So if you're starting up the new Select Cut, okay, they always tell you, and I know people don't always talk about this, but lift the mower up from the grass. Lift it up so that you're not going to bog down the blades. So you're going to press the green button and then pull the handle in and let go of the start button. And now you self-propel on this model of these buttons, okay? But just starting it up, the same thing on both these machines. Okay, again, same thing. Press the button, pull the black handle, this handle right here, back. Starts right up. So this handle here and this handle here is basically what you're going to continue to hold on to once you start your mower. And you'll just have to, you'll let go of your start button, okay? Okay, and lastly, what's the same? They both have a 5-year warranty and a 3-year on the battery. I mean, that's a great warranty. 5 years on the mower, which, by the way, I've heard a ton of good stories about customer service. I haven't had to deal with them yet, I'm glad, but I've heard a lot of good stories. 3-year on the battery, 5-year on the mower, okay? Now we're moving into what is different. Okay, so now this is the nitty-gritty, right? You're kind of like, all right, what's different? All right, so number one, battery placement. Battery placement. So, man, I have to probably go and get the, well, I'm not going to do that. So on this mower here, the 2102sp, you lift this up, all right? It doesn't stay open, okay? So you have to kind of hold it, and then to push, release your battery. You just push the button here, and the battery comes out. And as you can see, it's got room for a larger battery. This is a 5 amp in here now. I've got the 7.5 it came with. I'm not worried. But, just for demo purposes, I put in a 5 amp. Fully charged. All right, push it in. Button comes up. Button comes up. Dog barks. Lay down. Sorry, guys. All right. Now, again, not bad. Works. Keeps the dirt out. Weather resistant. But let's check out the new model. Brooklyn, lay down. All right, so here's the newer model. One thing they did, the battery faces you. So when you're mowing, you can actually see what color your battery is. And if you're using the newer battery with the fuel gauge, you're going to be able to see how many you have left, Now, it's going to be hard to see now, but the point is they moved it so that while you're mowing, you can see your battery. That makes sense? All right. Now, what else changed? Oh, wait, the compartment stays open. Simple. And they also removed the push button mechanism, and they've moved into this mechanism. When you're going to release your battery, pull that up, pops out. Put your battery in, push it down. Okay. All right, so the compartment stays open. The fuel gauge is right in front of you. That's big, right, guys? So the control system is new, all right? So what's different from the control system? So let's go over that, all right? So you have a touch drive system now on the Select Cut model. That's new. And what is the advantage? So really it's all about self-propel mostly, right? So let me show you what that looks like. So on the older model, or the previous model, I know people get upset when I say older, because they just bought it like 2 weeks ago and they're getting upset at me. Don't do that. So on the previous model, when you know, your self-propel is basically controlled by the speed adjustment here on the side, okay, and the engagement lever right here. This green is basically going to be your self-propel. All right, so there you go. On this newer model, the touch drive system basically is either, if you're a lefty or you're a righty, you can hold on to any side of the lever. You can keep self-propel off. So you see here, it's not going to go on. Here, you know, you can lower it. So I'm going to lower the speed down all the way. Okay, whereas here, you're adjusting your speed with this, right? And you can feel all the different clicks in between. So it's off right now, so that means that the mower's not going to go anywhere. This one, I think it'll still go. Yeah, so there's no way to turn this off. That one is, you've got an off switch on. This one, you don't have an off switch. Again, to control how fast you go, you're going to adjust through this lever here, which works really well. It does. I'm not going to kid you. But again, what are the differences? That's what you're asking for today, right? The other thing, and I got to stay on track because I'm really trying to script as much as possible. Oh, wow. So this is going to be a surprise. So first of all, your light switch, right? That's updated. On the 2102, you got to go and put your lights on, right? So you go, all right, can I do it from up here? No, I can't. So you got to go down here, and you're going to click your light switch, and your lights are going to turn on, okay? On the Select Cut, right, the newer model, double blade, your control is right here, right? I mean, that's it. You hit the button, you turn them on, and they stay on. You know, you don't have to worry about, you turn them on when you need them, turn them off when you don't, okay? So that's one. I'm going to now show you a video of the brightness test on both of these guys, okay? Folks, you're going to be very surprised. Which one do you think has better lights? Now, when I did my last video, by book, this is supposed to have better lights. Look at my last video. But by use, and by actually doing a lighting test, okay, and I did a lighting test on mowers, okay, so what I'll do is I will insert the video on the lighting test up here now, if you want to look at that, all right. I'm comparing 3 mowers, so I'll insert it there, okay. But I will tell you the LM2102 was 30 to 40% brighter when mowing, when it was just getting dark or when it was dark out. Okay, big difference. Not so good. Like I said, 30 to 40% better than this model in lighting, LED lighting, when you're mowing at night. Is that crazy or what? But good to know, right? That's what this video is about. All right, guys, it's a little dark out, but to my left is the LM2135 Select Cut, the latest model, 2020. To my right is the LM2102sp. Okay, and we're going to do a light test. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the newer model. All right, I'm going to hit, I just got to tap some power, I guess. Okay. All right, just got to wake it up. Let me see. All right, and there you go. All right, so the lights are on for the Select Cut LM2135sp. Let's go ahead and turn the lights on the older model. Older. Huh. Let's see. So I'm going to leave the ones on the newer model. Again, you got to go down to the bottom here to hit the light for, to get the lights there. Now, I knew this already, but guys, there is definitely easily a 30% difference in how these light things up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the newer model so you can see how well that lights up. Okay, I mean, really, it does a good job. I'm going to come out here and, it really does a really good job of lighting up. So when you mow the lawn, this is the older model. Okay, and the newer model, let's go ahead, and again, I'm just going to go turn the newer model back on. There it goes, as you can see. All right, doesn't light up too much. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the older model again, and that's it. I was surprised when I did this test. I was very surprised to see that the older model actually did a better job of lighting up those LED lights to give you more brightness. Okay, and with that, there's your test. All right, thank you guys. All right, the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do a height adjustment. I want to use a tape measure. Okay, I just want to see, I'm going to go ahead and grab the old mower and the new mower, right? So the LM2102 has 6 height settings, and the Select Cut's got 7. Now, they say that these mowers can go anywhere from 1.5 to 4 inches. Now think about that. This has got 6 settings, and this one's got 7, and yet they can both do 1.5 to 4 inches on the height setting. All right, so I am going to go back and I'm going to go ahead and take these mowers. I'm going to bring them up to an even surface and pull out a measuring tape. I will be right back. Hey guys, here is a quick video just showing you the fast charger and obviously the newer battery, the T model, BT 4200T. As you can see, having that fuel gauge is beneficial, and the charger's got a fuel gauge. Check that out, huh? So definitely included in both of these mowers, except this battery is only included in the Select Cut model with the double blade 2020. Okay guys, so I want to show you a couple more things. Again, reasons why I like the mower in general. This is the Select Cut model 2020. And one of the things I like is if I am, let me just show you something, okay? Let's say I'm bagging, right? I'm bagging, I'm over there cleaning my lawn up, sucking up leaves, whatever I'm doing, I am bagging. I'm mulching and bagging, or I'm just cleaning up and bagging, right? Okay. So what I want you to see is one of the things that I like about this mower is, and I don't see it in gas mowers and a lot of other mowers, is so you're pushing your mower, you're bagging in the whole 9 yards, and you're like, okay, now I've got to take the bag off, right? Now with a lot of other mowers, you actually have to do it in an odd way. You have to lift this up and you have to take your bag off, right? Well, with these two models, they have another placement. You can actually drop the handle almost to the front. Now it's a lot easier to take your bag off and put it back on. You don't have the handlebar in your way. So I like that, okay? That is really helpful. By the way, I didn't show you the mulching plug. So that is your mulching plug. Kind of goes in there and forms the deck. You see the handle. All right, so that's your mulching plug. Put that right in there. All right. And I've never used a side discharge, but let's see what that looks like. So, all right, so it's got some teeth, and I'm going to move this so you can see better, because for some reason I'm in the shade, but now we're in the light. So, oh, a little dark down there, but you see the teeth down here? I was always wondering what those were for. Okay, and that's actually used for your side discharge. So you take your side discharge and you see this piece here, and you basically put it inside there, and you put this on the top and it holds it in place, and that's what your side discharge looks like on the mower. See that? It'll get around the wheel. I don't know what's gonna, but it'll side discharge on the floor and out, because you see the bottom of the piece is open, you know, so it's going to come out this way. But it looks like, I don't know, maybe it'll drop this way too when you're side discharging. I use the plug all the time. I mulch into my lawn. Now let's get into folding this thing up. So again, very easy to do on both models. So you're going to want to open your clamps. 1, 2, push your handle all the way in, lock your clamps, go ahead and drop your handle. You just pull this, drop your handle, drop it again. Okay, and now easy to store. You can put this anywhere you want. And I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of blades, just so you could see kind of what we're looking at with the blades on these guys. Boy, look at that deck. Look how dirty that is. I mowed the other day and the grass was still a little wet, but I had to do it. Okay guys, for this next demo, I have taken the batteries out for safety reasons, right? When you're going to be under a deck looking at blades, you want to make sure the batteries are out. The compartments are empty, all right? I know you believe me, but just in case. So yeah, take your batteries out. Your compartments are empty. The batteries are here. What I want to show you is some of the differences again, right? So blade, right? So on the LM2102, right here on the right side, you get a premium mulching blade. Okay, that's included. You get that. Now the model number is different. As you know, one of the things, if you don't know, is on the 2135sp, you do get this blade, but the model number is different. Why? So here's the blade, right? Looks the same, right? But it isn't, because as you can see, you know, the way it's designed for this mower, whereas this model is designed for the other mower because it's got these extra holes, but they're slanted, so you can have your other blade in an X factor, all right? So although they look alike, all right, this is called the premium mulching blade for the LM2135sp. This is the premium mulching blade for the LM2102sp, okay, which is this model. All right, so let's look at the select cut. Oh boy, can you tell I use this thing? I mean, is it dirty enough or what? I have to clean it, but at the end of the day, this is not about being all perfect. So I don't really use this blade much, okay? So again, it could be the reason why you buy this mower is not just that it has two blades, but it actually comes with, this blade's not installed when you get this mower, by the way. This is called the premium bagging blade. The advantage to this blade versus this blade is this blade not only will cut up even more in a very aggressive fashion, but it will lift and throw the actual blades into, when you know, the mower, and throw it around and cut it up. Okay, so this does a better job at mulching, but a wonderful job at bagging when you're cleaning up grass from your lawn. And let's just say you want to make a nice cut and you don't want to mulch, you know, you just want to cut your lawn, you want to throw it in the bag. This is going to bag amazingly. It is a big difference. So it does cut up even more in combination with these two blades. Okay, very, very good. This will bag better for you than this. Okay, and you get all three of these blades. This is the standard blade, all right? You can't remove it, but basically this one here, you can remove it. You can put this on if you want. Now, one blade that's out for the LM2102 is you can pick up a high lift blade, and that high lift blade basically lifts the grades of the grass blades up and does a better job at cutting them. So it sucks You know, it sucks the grass up as you're mowing. It sucks it up, lifts it up, and does it, you know, cuts it up. Okay, so, you know, there's no high lift blade for this model yet. I don't think there will be because of the way they designed this one. But I thought you should see that, okay? All right, guys, so height adjustment. Here is the LM2102. I set it at the highest, at number 6, okay? And at number 6, oh, I'm going to zoom in for you. But all honesty, I got to tell you, these are very similar, you know? So I am getting where the blade is. I'm honestly getting the 4 inches, you know, if I think about where the blade is on this. Okay. Now, if I drop this down to height adjustment setting number 1, all right. You know, I'm honestly getting that 1.5 based off where the blade is. I am getting about 1.5 based off where the blade is on this. So, you know, this has got 6 settings. The other one's got 7. When I measure the top and bottom settings, they're pretty much the same. So, zoom in out for a second. I am on number 7 on this model here. All right, the highest setting, number 7. I measure, again, where the blade is, you know, and even if I feel it with my hand, I'm definitely still getting about 4. Now, if I drop this all the way to the lowest setting, number 1, and I stay zoomed in, okay, you know, based off where the blade is, I'm really getting that 1.5. Based off where the blade is in my finger. So in between, you know, I'm not going to measure every setting because this is going to be a really long video. But if someone wants to know that, hey, Alan, on number 4, you know, how many inches from the ground, you know, let me know, and I will send you that information. But, you know, this is a very detailed video. There's a lot of information. And I just want to be fair, and I want to be helpful. Okay, the other demo I want to do now is why they moved the handle. And I'll pull these two next to each other. You could see that. You will say, why did they move the handle? You see the handle placement, right? On the left side, this is the 2102. On the right side, this is the 2135, the latest model, right? And so, I'll zoom in for you. Now, I'll tell you why they did it. At least my best guess. I can get into tighter spots with this newer model. I can get some additional cutting going on because it allows me to get in and do that. So, God, I wish I had an area here where I could show you that. But I'll tell you what, I'll show you one of the reasons why. I'm going to do a quick demo. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so before I do the cutting demo, I want to go ahead and show you why on the newer model you can actually get in tighter areas with the cutting by moving the handle. Okay, so let's look on the left side, for instance. All right. My measuring tape on the blade, all right, goes to 7 1/4 on the handle. From blade to the handle is 7 1/4. See that? Now, check this out. Just a little bit more cutting, right? So, blade to the open space. And let me just move this blade a little bit. All right, blade to open. Look at that, 4.5 inches difference. That means you can get into tighter spots. All right, that makes a difference, guys. I'm sorry to tell you, I can get around poles in certain areas of my home. Again, not a big difference, but I wanted to show you the differences between these two. let's go and, you know, just do a quick demo. It's not going to be anything earth-shattering. Be right back. Okay guys, here's your demo. So, as you can see on this pole here, one of many, I've got grass, right? And so I can weed whack it, right? Or I can get in close with a mower. No big deal, but this is a simple demo. It'll be quick. Let me show you how the 2102 performs. Will it actually get any of that grass? I don't even think the other one's going to get that much grass, but it's just a demo. Let me show you guys. Ready? So I'm going to start the mower. All right, my blades are running, and what does that look like? As you can see, I'm not getting anywhere. Okay. Pull back. All right, now let's look at the select cut. You know, and again, this is kind of like simple. How does that work? What does it look like? That's what this is about. Okay. All right, now let me turn on this guy. And you see, you can get closer in areas like this. You know, whether I cut a little more grass or not, when you think about 7 1/4 in the front, from the front to the blade versus 4 1/2 from the front to the blade, it's going to give you more of a cut in tight spaces. And that's really what it's about. All right, guys? Okay, guys, batteries are out. Let's talk about a couple more things. So another thing on the handle, and then I'm going to go into the motor a little bit, okay? So one thing I like about the older handle is when you go to grab it, you can actually grab it with where the handle is versus here to move it around, okay? I like that. I like that. With this one, you're really just grabbing this handle, okay? So you're definitely putting some force on the handle itself. Obviously the handle they have is in here, but you're not going to grab it that way. It's just awkward. So, you know, when you go to move your mower somewhere, you're going to just grab it from the handle. Okay, again, the batteries are out. Take a look at the mower now. I want to show you the motor. They did do some updating a little bit on the design of the, I guess, the housing of the motor. All right, so let me take this off so you can get a better close-up. All right. Okay, so here is the LM2102. And I want you to see it. It looks like a plastic housing on the outside of the motor with a couple of holes for breathing or whatever it is. I'm not sure. All right. But it looks like they did do a little update with a little better sealing around the motor. You know, so they say this has more torque, but I'll zoom in as much as I can. But a black housing here, if you could see that, and I know you can. So, you know, the motor itself is definitely a little bit pushed back a little bit more and a little bit better sealed in that sense. Okay, so just little differences, but you know, they add up and people want to know. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you self-propelled. Now, the interesting thing about self-propelled with these two, it doesn't make sense, I'll be honest with you, but they say the newer model to my right, the 2135 Select Cut, 2135sp, can go 0.9 miles per hour at slowest setting to 3.1 miles per hour at its fastest. And then they say this guy here can't go as slow. They say it starts off at 1.8 miles per hour and goes as fast as 3.1. I don't know. I didn't see that, but I'm going to go ahead and put these on the slowest settings. All right. This goes all the way back. There's no off on this one. This one has an off. You can actually pull this thing all the way down and you have an off. But I'm gonna, now if you go to turn it on, you have to go to the first click. So there are, I don't know if you can hear that. All right, I'm gonna turn it on to the first click, the slowest setting, and I'm just gonna walk with both of them and see how they do. All right, let's see if this one is faster on its slowest setting. You know, this one says it can actually go slower, 0.9 versus 1.8 miles per hour. So I don't know, let's see, ready? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I'm getting the same speed, guys. I mean, maybe the other mower is slightly faster. As you can see, it's pulled up a little bit. But as far as being able to control it, sorry to say, but they're both very similar. Now I'm going to pull them in and go the fastest speed. And again, I'm going to pull it a little tighter for you, okay? All right. Unless you want me to redo that one. You want me to redo it with it closer? Let's do that for you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Again, the older model is a little faster at its slower setting, but I don't know about 0.9 versus 1.8 miles per hour. All right, let's go back. We're going to just do the last one, the fastest speed. They both are 3.1 miles per hour, so. All right. Kick this all the way up. Fastest speed. Kick this all the way up. It's fastest speed. All right, and this one you just press this. This one you just hold the handle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. They're both pretty fast, all honesty. This old one seems to be looking like it's going faster for some reason. All right, so I'm not going to do in-between settings, guys. But yeah, check that out. Not too bad. Okay, guys, the next test is going to be mulching. And I'm going to drop this to a 4. Okay, it is currently on a 5. There's your 4. So 5, 4. I moved it up to 6 so you could see that. All right, 1, 2, 3, and it's in 4. Okay, this is the Select Cut 2135sp. This is the LM2102. It looks like it's on a 6. And we'll go ahead and drop it down to a 4. Now I will tell you 5, 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yep. 1, 2, 3, and then it's in 4. Okay, guys. I will tell you the premium bagging blade that's on this model here, the Select Cut to my right, is a slightly lower blade. So it's going to give it a shorter cut. All right. And the grass section here is a little higher. It's not as high as what's on the right. But let's just do this and see. I don't know what the cut quality looks like, okay? So here goes. I am going to leave the self-propel off. I don't do self-propel, I do push. And then I'll come back, and then we'll compare both. I'll leave a space in between. Mower up, button pressed, mower's on. Here goes. Now, did I not put... Okay, 1 second, guys. All right. Now, let's do the 2102 and see what the cut looks like. Again, lift up, down, start your mower. Okay, guys. Oh, it's really hard to tell, honestly, quality-wise with a double blade, you know. I mean, definitely when you have higher grass, but honestly, very hard to tell. I mean, you can see on the right it is a little lower. That mulch that's premium bagging blade on the Select Cut does cut a drop lower. As you can see, it's not as green, it's lighter in color. Okay, and then next up I want to do a bagging test, and I'm going to do a bagging test on the higher section. Okay, so give me 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I'm going to place the mowers in the same place. On the right you'll have the LM2135sp Select Cut double blade, And on the left, you'll have the LM2102sp, okay? Now this grass is higher, so I'm gonna put these on a 5. I am bagging, by the way, all right? So let me just move this guy up to a 5. All right, you see there? 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's in a 5. And let's take this guy and slide it up. Put it into a 5. One more. All right, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's in 5, okay? All right, guys. Well, I'm going to start off with the 2102. All right, lift up, push the button, start. Okay, move it up. There you go. Nice cut. Good height. I do a 4 though, but that's a 5. That's a 5, guys. Now let's do, again, we're bagging 2135sp. I left a little room on both sides so you can actually see a good difference. Ready to go. Up. Push the button. Pull the lever. There it goes. Okay, guys, I found some poo that was buried in the grass. But here you go. All right, on a 5 to your right is your 2135sp. To your left, 2102sp bagging. Just trying to see if I see a major difference here. They both look very clean. 2102's probably got a couple more blades of grass, because it doesn't have that premium bagging blade. But all in all, still a very decent cut. And now I can get that poo. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful, guys. Okay, let's empty the bags now and see what that looks like. And don't forget, one of the features I like about this mower is, you just go ahead and, instead of trying to grab the bag, just go ahead and lift this handle up one. Okay. Do the same for this guy. Leave it up, and now it gives you easy access to the bag. I can grab 2 bags at once. Check that out. All right, but I still need to lift this up. So 1 and 2. All right, 1 second, guys. All right, back's acting up a little bit, but let's take these bags now. And the bag to my right is a select cut double blade with the premium bagging blade. To my left is the 2102, right? So let's empty these and see what they look like. All right, 2135 select cut double blade. Okay, some grass fell a little bit, guys. All right, good pile there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, this looks like it's a little more. It looks like it's definitely got some more, along with some of the stuff that fell down here, Makes sense, though, guys. I didn't realize it in the beginning, but, a little higher on this right side, just a little bit higher, due to the premium bagging blade, and here, the premium mulching blade. All right. And all right, so definitely looks just a little bit more here versus here. All right, I hope that's helpful. Okay, folks, listen, thank you so much for watching this whole video. I really hope you found something or a couple of things that were valuable and maybe helping you make a decision on upgrading your mower or going into Eagle for the first time. Hey, if you're a new subscriber, do me a favor, subscribe, join the family. On the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see my Tech Made Easy logo pop up. Click on that. All right, hit view channel and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell next to it. You'll get notified of new videos when you hit the bell. On the left side, I'm going to give you another playlist if you have time and you want to see some other videos, other demonstrations and things I've done. Click that and you'll get my Get Off Gas playlist. All right? And last but not least, don't forget that like. If you can hit thumbs up, it really helps the channel. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.